countries, not one of the greatest countries. So 36% say it's the greatest country.
Okay.
But 41% say it's one of the greatest countries. And 23% say not one of the greatest countries. So this is an overall survey. Scott Jennings kind of thinks about, well, what if we broke that down to conservatives, liberals, Republicans,
Well, what
Democrats?
that look like is you can't do that in the Southern people.
Look at the splits on that about politics. What would you find?
I don't have that slide.
If you look at this, but if you look at the splits on how people feel about America, the promise of America, if you look at whether they're proud of their country or not, Gallup has measured this. Republicans and conservatives are proud to be Americans, and it's Democrats and liberals who are not. And I think if you look at the splits in that, you find
Opposite of where I want to find.
Oh, that was an odd U-turn.
Going this way, and honestly, I think there's a political movement in this country right now. They'll come telling people that America's rotten at its core. It's not the Republican ideology.
I would agree with that.
You watch it every day.
I mean, who's the 23%? I don't think they're Republicans.
I don't think you find the Republicans in that demographic. So there's many of us who still think this is a great country. I think it's a great country because tell me what you can't do. What can't you do in this country? You can do whatever you want to do. Whatever, but you've got to want to do something. Democrats will tell you it's really not up to you. It's up to us. We need to give you the stuff that you need. We need to give you health care. We need to guarantee your job. We need to guarantee your retirement. We need to guarantee all these things for you. You know, we say no. It's up to you. This is a land of opportunity, but you have to take the opportunity. It's not up to government to provide all these things to you.
I would ask Democrats out there, if this is such a terrible country and we are not one of the greatest countries in the world, then why, for the last, 4 years before this president's second term, did the last president let anybody and everybody through the southern border? Why would those people even want to come here if we're really that terrible of a country?
You don't really see that in a lot of other places where people are,
No.
running around the border trying to get into a country.
No.
You know, this still is the land of opportunity.
There's
The
more
only-
opportunity here than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, the only way it's not is if you believe people who tell you it's not and don't even try. You've got to try it. You know, life is about effort. And if you pick something and you decide you want to do something, you can do it. But I think there's a lot of people out there that just don't think it's up to them anymore. The message they're getting is it's not your fault. It's Trump's fault that your life is rotten. Well, is your life really rotten? Because I don't think these are tough times compared to what this country has been through. The really tough times. We've had some really tough times. But this is not one of them. It's all marketed anti-Trump. The country's not as good. Democrats don't like it. I get why they don't like him. Because in a way, he talks to them like they talk to us. Donald Trump tells them, he gives it right back to them.
Right.
They like Republicans that are a little more negotiable.
Well, when I think of Democrats, I think of people that like to make the rules but not follow them necessarily when it comes to Democratic lawmakers specifically. And so, they say that we are sheep. But I think that what they're really saying is that they want everybody to be their sheep.
Yeah,
That's really what they want.
Now, there was another poll here. This is a generational poll. What do you expect for your generation? Do you think it'll be better than previous generations? Worse than previous generations? About the same.
Okay.
This is for younger generations.
The Gen Zers.
Yeah. So 48%, the biggest number, think that their generation, their life will be worse. And I don't, why? Why would you think that? What's stopping you from being what you want to be?
Well, if I could have had less than $1 gas prices, John, maybe my generation could have been better.
Well, the generation that they think had to go through these same kind of gas things. Now, I admit...
Just in different ways.
Well, $1 may not $1 was a lot back then for gas. But those people didn't sit there and go, my generation is not going to be as good as yours. Because you know why? Because the
They were not enthusiastic at all. Looks like someone left some tracks on that car in front of me.